In this apartment on the outskirts of Kyiv, engineer Oleg Kutkov started testing Elon Musk's SpaceX Starlink internet connection long before the war. The thousands of small satellites that makes Starlink were first sent into space in 2019. Kutkov, a self-proclaimed space nerd who immigrated to Kyiv after Russians occupied Crimea in 2014, was fascinated by the newest space technology.
I started to following this project from the beginning, when it just launched. So I decided that it would be nice to try to receive the signal from Starlink. Just to receive and maybe to analyze, to see what is it.
Starlink doesn't require any ground infrastructure, just a small satellite dish and a receiver device to access high-speed internet. Starlink was not yet available in Ukraine in 2021, so Kutkov bought a device on eBay and started experimenting. 2 days after Russia invaded Ukraine on February 24th, Mikhailo Fyodorov, Ukraine's Minister of Digital Transformation, tweeted to Elon Musk, saying in part, "While your rockets successfully land from space, Russian rockets attack Ukrainian civil people. We ask you to provide Ukraine with Starlink stations." Elon Musk replied to him within hours, saying Starlink service is now active in Ukraine. Within days, dark gray boxes with small flat dishes began to arrive in Ukraine. By May, around 150,000 people were using the system.
I didn't realize that in February or in March, maybe 1 week or 2, but then my messages exploded, basically, because everyone is writing me about Starlink. People ask it how to connect, what that should do, and so on.
Soon after, the Ukrainian military started using the SpaceX technology on a massive scale. Starlink became a window to the world for soldiers on the front line and a key component in military operations. Kutkov thinks that even SpaceX could not predict how useful Starlink would be to the war effort. Here at the northern border of Ukraine and elsewhere, Starlink provides the most stable communication connection for military operations, military officer Oleksiy Shevchuk says.
There are no alternatives for Starlink. It is our eyes and ears, and we rely on it greatly.
Although the Russian forces are fully aware of Starlink's capabilities, it is almost impossible to block its signal. For almost a year, Kutkov's apartment balcony office has become a Starlink repair shop where soldiers from the front line come for help. Kutkov fixes Starlink receivers and dishes, sometimes with bullets holes in them. An example of how private citizen can help the war effort.
I do it for free in my spare time. Yeah, because I have my job that my primary job that I'm doing in the daytime, and in the nighttime I doing all my Starlink repair and support work.
For his effort, Kutkov ended up with Ukrainian President Zelensky on the cover of Time magazine. And Starlink is not the only Elon Musk company technology Oleg adopted. Almost daily, he jumps in his Tesla to drive to the postal office to send back the fixed equipment to soldiers. He sees it as his way to serve and hopes one day to return home to Crimea. Myroslava Gongadze, VOA News, Kyiv.